Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video, it'll be for Love Island 2025, Season 12, Episode 25. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 24. Of course, there's going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So Yasmin, Tony and Shakira spoke. Some of the boys as well spoke as a group. Billy Kiss pulled Connor for a chat. Harry and Dejan spoke. Harrison then pulled Tony. He said he was willing to get her back. They hugged and kissed, but yeah, you know, she wants to see actions, which he said he'll do. Helena said to Dejan and Meg that she wants to go to the hideaway with Harry. Then all three of them called Harry over, and then Meg said hideaway, Helena wants to play, something like that. Tony and Shakira spoke. Harry said to Shakira he was going to have a conversation with Helena. It was nice of him to say that he was going to do that because, you know, in the past he's just pulled someone. But that turned Shakira on a bit, I think. Billy Kiss called Connor her priority, like, in front of everyone when they were in bed. Dejan and Meg kissed. Harrison and Tony spooned. And then Harry and Shakira kissed. Dejan did a breakfast for Meg. And then also Harry and Harrison made breakfast for their girls. Helena was wearing Shakira's bikini and it sort of didn't fit as well. Harrison got pulled by Helena. He said he's not going to pull her in the future. They hugged. He then went to Tony. Shakira and Harry spoke. Emily and Tommy were speaking. Then they got a text basically about a very special Superman challenge. So the boys were dressed up as Clark Kent and then Superman. The girls were dressed up as Lois Lane. So they would fly across this city. Basically, they were just on some sort of conveyor, flat chest or something. They would grab their Lois Lane, the girl they're coupled up with, lift this solid foam girder over the girl's head, which would reveal a headline. And then between the two of them, they had to decide who's the most and then who's the least of that. Then after, they would kiss on the podium. So first up was Tommy and Emily, and they had to decide who was the most intellectual. So they thought the most was Giorgio, and the least intellectual was Ben. Next up was Harrison and Tony, who's the most loyal. They said Tommy. And the least loyal is Harry. Harrison was a close second as well. Third was Meg and Dejan. They had to say who was the most and least honest. So the most they thought was Giorgio. The least they thought Harry. Next up, Connor and Billy kissed who's the most caring. So that was Tommy, and the least caring was Harrison. Next up was Harry and Shakira, and they had to decide who was the most and least brave. So the most brave was Connor, and the least brave was Dejan. Then it was Ben and Helena. They had to say who was the most and least humble. So the most Giorgio, least Harrison. But I don't think they both understood what humble means, really. A lot of people didn't either. Then, for the last one, it was Yasmin and Giorgio. They had to decide who's the most dedicated and least. So they went for Connor as the most, and the least was Dejan. Also, as well, when Harry chose Shakira, she wasn't impressed. And when he tried to kiss her, she rejected him. Yasmin agrees that Giorgio is humble. Ben and Helena kissed as well. And yeah, a lot of people saying look up humble. Giorgio lifted up Yasmin as well. Emily and Helena spoke. They could hear Shakira shouting in the distance in the bedroom or something, or the dressing room. Some boys chatted. I think it was Giorgio, Tommy, Harry and Dejan. Harrison, Connor and Ben spoke. Dejan and Meg spoke. Then Tony and Shakira spoke. Emily asked, you know, how Harry was. Then Helena spoke to Harry. Other people were, like, looking over. Yasmin came to Shakira and Tony. And then Harrison also came over as well. A few bits on the app. Super First Look lands. Hideaway Helena comes out to play. And a challenge reveals Islanders Kryptonite. Yeah, as I said, Meg says Hideaway Helena wants to come out to play. Love Triangle is back. What will Harry do? There's a poll on that. You can take my man, but do not take my bikini. Shall I wear Shakira's bikini? Helena says. Why not? F it. Then, yeah, as I said, Harry makes breakfast for Shakira. Did someone order breakfast with a side of scrambled heads? Because I'm confused. And then there was Hang On This Louvre, Shakira kissing Harry, and then Helena in the distance. And then, yeah, when even Dejan's confused by Harry's actions, that's saying something. And then there's a poll: out of these love triangles, which couple do you ship the most? I know Helena and Harrison have ended it, but that chat seemed flirty to me, it says. And then there was a poll: which boy do you think is most intellectual, most loyal? And then, yeah, Connor and Billy Kiss chose Tommy, the most caring. And then, of course, Shakira rejected Harry. And then a poll: which boy do you think is the least humble? Which boy is the least dedicated? Do we think that Meg and Dejan will close things off soon? There's a poll on that. There's a little video of dating in 2025, eggy vibes in the villa. There was a chin-up Shakira. Her weekend princess party tiara is falling. Shakira's been having a hard week with her partner Harry, not shutting it down with Helena and continuing the love triangle he promised was no more. She admits she can't remember the last time she was happy in the villa. And then episode 19 of The Morning After: are Harry and Helena so back? No, you're not watching the wrong episode. We seem to be stuck in a Love Island time loop, and like Dejan, we're confused. Will they? Won't they? And where does this leave Shakira? Luckily, Amy Hart, India Pollock, and this week's guest, Nadia Joe, are here to give their verdict on all the latest going-ons from the villa. But anyway, that is all for this video. But before I end it, today is a very special day. Well, it's Independence Day in America, so happy Independence Day to any people from USA watching. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.